Alrighty, what is going on, guys? It is me, Drowsy here, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to edit like Muaaz. So I actually asked Muaaz if I could do this. I DM'd him on Twitter, and he said it's completely fine. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through the effects with you guys and everything like that, so let's get into the tutorial. Alrighty, so let's get into it, but before we do, I just want to give a giant shout out to Muaaz. He is literally the coolest YouTuber ever. You know, like, you guys can DM him on Twitter or anything, and he will always respond to you guys. You know, I've had basically a full conversation with him, you know. And he's just a really cool dude, you know. We actually live pretty close together, but anyways, let's get into this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up Premiere here, and what you're gonna first do is going to put in your intro. So that should be, if I click on this PC, it should be right over here. And then SV14, and then we got my intro right here. So we're gonna drag that into Premiere. That should be good. Keep existing settings. And if you guys do, you can actually change the volume of your intro right there. I'm gonna bring it down to 10 because the way I did it, it's kind of obnoxious, the music that I put in there. But anyways, let's just watch through it here. Alrighty, so that's good. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding in some gameplay. So I have some Skyrim gameplay that I just downloaded from the internet. And then we're going to just delete this track. So yeah, right here we just have some Skyrim gameplay. And I'm going to go to where there's kind of like an exciting part. Maybe right here. Let's just find a nice exciting part. Okay, looks like there's some dragons going on here. So we're going to go over here to our razor tool and we're just going to make a cut right there. And we can delete this part right here. Drag it over so that we can bring it right to the front. And now we're going to add kind of like the audio that he uses. So we just got to find where I saved that. Oh, where is it? Here we go, Muaaz edit. And this is the same thing that I used in the beginning of the video, but that doesn't really matter. So we're going to put that at the end of our intro. We're going to come all the way here to the beginning. Just bring the cursor with us. We're going to go here to the beginning, and we're going to cut the Skyrim gameplay off where this ends. So we're going to go back to our razor tool. And boom, just like that. I'm also just going to... Okay, so now we can delete the rest of the gameplay. So let's just hit delete on our keyboard, and this is going to be the very first part of it. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to do the blur where he has the title of what he's doing, and then he also has kind of the where he puts up the post notification shoutout, and his Twitter will slide in. So that's what we're going to be doing right here. We're going to be doing the blur and then the title first. So let's find out where I say how to edit like Muaaz. Alrighty, what? Okay, so we're gonna come to our razor tool, and the only reason there is that is because I was doing noise reduction on that, and I will have a tutorial on how to do that later on. So we can line that back up. Alrighty, what is going on, guys? It is me, Drowsy here, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to edit. Okay, here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit Control T. And it will bring up the new title, and that's basically the title is the text in Premiere Pro. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to this little type tool right here, and we're going to type in a text box or drag a text box in. Come up to here and type in bubblegum. It's basically the font that I could find closest to what Muaaz uses. I didn't want to bother him, I didn't even really ask him, I was kind of lazy. But I'm just going to type in the title of what I have. So how to edit like. And then I'm just going to put a couple spaces in between these. And then we're going to center it. And then... Ooh, what the heck happened there? Okay, whoa, Nelly. Like Okay, there we go. So then you can just exit out of that, and then we're going to come here to assembly, and here is our how to edit like. So we're going to drag that in right here. Okay. Edit like Muaaz. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag this up one layer actually, and then we're going to bring it to right there. We're going to right click while we're here, and we're just going to make an adjustment layer, hit OK, and then drag it under where your title is. Like Muaaz. Okay, so just give me a second. Browser here, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to. Okay. So right here is where it starts me saying how to edit like Muaaz. So we're just gonna drag the title and the adjustment layer to right there, and then we're gonna figure out where it ends. How to edit like Muaaz. Okay, so right about there. So what we can do is we can just take our razor tool, boom, boom, and then come here, and then we can delete these right here. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over to our effects panel. And what we're going to do is we're going to type in GAU, and right under here under blur and sharpen we're going to see Gaussian blur. Drag that onto there, or onto your adjustment layer, and have the blurriness be, around, I'd say 50 to 70, Make sure it's on horizontal and vertical, otherwise it's just going to look scary. That's basically, it's just making it, the horizontal and the vertical kind of mesh together and make it into an actual blur. But now what we want to do is we want to edit that, and we also actually need to do one more thing, and that's how to put the Muaaz in there. But what we're going to do is we're just going to scale that up just a little bit, bring it over to the side and down a little bit, and we're going to go back into assembly just so we can right away just drag the Muaaz right in there. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Make the text box, come up here, type in bubblegum, and then we're going to type in Muaaz. We're going to come over here to the color, and I'm just going to make it yellow because I like yellow. And then we can exit out, and then we can drag our Muaaz into there. Okay, so we're just going to shorten that down to everything, and we're going to go back into effects. So now we kind of need to make everything line up with each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Muaaz down here. I'm talking like Muaaz is like a thing. And we're going to scale it up so that it matches everything. Okay, so now you're saying, how are we going to edit these two so that they come in at the exact same time? I am very glad you asked that because it's actually very, very easy. What we're going to do is we're going to do the Muaaz first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it come in pretty quick here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames maybe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the position right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So right where it is, and then I'm going to have it slide out. And now if we watch it, how to edit like Muaaz, it comes right in. That's actually just a little bit too fast. So let's just watch it. We're doing a tutorial on how to edit like Muaaz. So that's pretty good right there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring this down here to a 4th just so that it runs a little bit faster. And now you're saying, well, now I need to edit the other one. I'm glad you asked that too. So we're gonna click the position right there, and then we're gonna go to the end of it. And now we can drag that out like that, and now we're good. So now let's just watch it. How to edit like Muaaz. Oop. Today we're doing a tutorial on how to edit like Muaaz. And as you guys see, everything's synced up with each other, and that is just awesome. So I actually asked Muaaz if Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to make that kind of like post notification thing float around the screen. So what I have done is I have made just kind of some text where it says how to edit like Muaaz. So somewhere around here, there we go, how to edit like Muaaz. And then we're going to drag that right there. We're going to bring it maybe just like a second after that. And I'm going to make it pretty short because this isn't really the part that matters. But what we're going to do is we're going to click on it and we're going to go into motion. As you guys can see, it is not there. So what you kind of have to do is you have to really play around with it. There we go. And as we can see right there, it says how to edit like Muaaz. And for something later, I'm just going to bring that up just a little bit more. And now this is kind of the annoying part, but not really. What we're going to be doing is we're going to make it float around. This is kind of the most important part about this effect. You're going to click that little stopwatch right there. You're going to make it come to the side and down. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with your arrow keys. And make it come over and up. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then make it go over and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then make it come over to here and then up just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then make it come all the way up and then up over to here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't matter anymore because we can just come to here and we can delete that with the razor tool. So let's just go like that. Cut it. And then delete this part. And now it should all float around.
Yeah, Muaaz, if I could do this, I DM'd him on Twitter.
Okay, so that's pretty fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the how to edit like Muaaz so that I can slow it down. So I'm bringing that one to the end. That one to right about there. Okay, so just kind of even these out so that it's not going to be super fast, but it's going to, have some speed to it. That should be good right about there.
If I could do this, I DM'd him on Twitter and he said it's completely fine. So
alright, that looks good right about there. I know it's not perfect, but Muaaz, he has his own way of editing. He actually uses Sony Vegas, which doing this kind of effect is a little bit easier. So now that I have the shake back, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the Twitter coming in now. So we don't have very much room to kind of do everything with. And we have a little bit, but not very much. So I'm just going to go over 20 frames. 20. So I went over 20 frames, and now I'm going to have my Twitter flying. So what I do is I just go over to my Twitter. And now once it's loading up, I'm going to show you guys what I do. So basically I install this tweak, and it's I forgot what it's called, but I'm going to put it down in the description. It actually might show me once the page loads up. Alright, so it's called Light Shot, and basically what it does is it lets you select an area where you can screenshot. You just drag and select an area, and then what you can do is you can click this button right here and it'll save that as just a screenshot, and it's actually really cool. But now I'm going to show you guys how to do the Twitter. So I already have it downloaded right here. We're going to drag it into Premiere and we're going to put it right here. I am going to make it just a little bit. I don't want it, flying in for too much. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scale it up. Ooh. Okay, screwed up there. I was not selected on that. So, okay, there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select our Twitter right here. We're going to go over to motion, scale, and then we're going to scale it up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the very beginning of it and we're going to move it off screen and just up a little bit here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go 8. And then I'm going to move it in. And I'm going to go over to the end, maybe 5 frames before the end. And I'm going to move it back out. So now that's basically how you animate it, but to make it stay so it actually does that, you're going to click that right there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move it in 1, and then we're going to move it out just like this. And now if we watch it through, it'll
basically what I'm doing
fly in and go out. So now that we have that, what we can do is we can actually move on to the actual video. Alrighty, so now we can move on to the actual video making. So right here on my desktop, I have the video that I want to use. It's just a video where I was screwing around. I didn't even record audio for it because I just wanted to use it for kind of like, just kind of like a tutorial sake, just something screwing around. But you want to put it right next to your gameplay. And what you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to search push. It'll be right here under slide. And you're going to put it on both of those. And then now, as you guys can see, it does the push effect, or kind of like the wipe effect that Muaaz has. What we're going to do is we're going to come right here and we're going to click east to west so it goes the other way. You can have it go the other way, or not the other way. You can have it go the opposite way if you want. But I just like it looking like that because it's kind of like going under the next frame. What we're going to do is we're going to come back over to assembly. We're going to go new item and then adjustment layer again. And then we're going to hit OK, and then we're going to drag it right above this. And we're going to expand it all the way out, and we're just going to shorten it. And then we're going to put it above the push. And then we're going to shorten it down to exactly how long the push is. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to effects. And then we're going to look up blur. So right here you're going to see fast blur, and that's what we're going to be using. So just put it on there, onto the adjustment layer, and make sure it's on horizontal, and then I'd recommend around 60 for a blur so that it basically looks like this. Boom, and then we have everything done, and that is basically how you edit like Muaaz. Everything is exactly, well not exactly, but it's basically how Muaaz edits his videos. And like I said, we all have our way of editing videos. Muaaz, he has his own way. I could not, make everything exact to how he has it, but I believe it's pretty close. And I can't really, ask him, hey, can you teach me how to edit in a program that you probably never used? I'm not going to do that, but so I just kind of came up with my own thing. But we have one more thing to do, and that is our taskbar. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click and we're going to add tracks, and then we're just going to click that, and we're only going to add one. And then throughout this whole thing, basically, we're going to have a taskbar. And what that is, it just shows your social media and everything. So I have mine right here. We're going to drag that on to right there. And we're going to drag it throughout the whole thing. And now once we've done that, what we need to do is we need to downscale it so it'll actually show up. Move it around. Basically, sometimes with pictures in Premiere Pro, they won't always show up, so you have to keep putting them in there and keep scaling them down. Okay, let's see here. So what we're going to do is click on that and then motion, scale it down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that it's like this. And that's basically at the bottom of our screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it at the very end, or very beginning and very end of our video. So then we're going to drag it all the way to the end right here. And that yellow line, it basically symbolizes the end of your video. So now if we watch, we'll have a taskbar.
It's me, Drowsy here, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to edit like Muaaz. So I actually asked Muaaz if I could do this.
So yeah, we have the taskbar there and everything is basically edited like Muaaz. So if you guys did enjoy this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.